With Jorko and Unleash down, a third one not quite lined up. Morbs finds Carney elsewhere, 3-on-3, making it 2 as he picks back at Electric, deals with Jambo on that B bomb side. That bomb having easy access towards the site, now no longer does. And Fear's got a lot of work to do here in this one. Ace clutch basically, because Marseille's on 4 points of health. Separated from each other, he's going to try bait them out towards that A bomb site. No utility to sell a fake. And no one offering up a pick. Fear seen, struggling to get that headshot. Now they know what's up.
But they've got the space towards A, so they're going to hope to try and wrap that bomb over. Marseille needs to live, and they've got to hope that you don't take contact against JT, basically.
As it extends out the B main lane, Fear will have easy access towards that A-bomb side. The extensions of Marseille will try to cut them off at the seams. Backed up towards Temple. Heads turned away. Ooh, this is excellent stuff. Headshots reduced it to a 2-on-2. Looking in for a range fight. Is he aware of JT, though? Bomb plot secured. JT! Looking back in the wrong position. Oh, this could turn into disaster very quickly. But Mobs executes Fear. Straight to the head of the flick. The bomb tapped. No kit. Marseille, low HP. Hoping the Mob swings to... While Liquid, a significant front foot. Down the round scoreline, JT, SMG sussed out inside that spot with blind sprays eventually triangulating his position. Naf trying to do what he can with that MP9. Will get away with 1 kill. Low HP means it's third. So these are going to swing forward and try to create even more chaos. The Mat 10 coming in from main of Fear needs to provide some trades because he's lost all of his teammates now at the canals. 2-on-2. The Casmo's low. Once again, it's on Fear to deliver the majority of the impact. They found themselves an angle. He's just snuck in to catch Jorko. Naf on 17. The bomb's still not with Fear. He's now being flanked out by Jacasmo. 1 versus 2. Fnatic. Was the man heard? Naf wins the engage. Now, Fear needs to fight against him. Will finally grab that bomb. Will finally commit to the bomb sites.
And not deciding to plant open for CT, but just tuck himself. This is a tough clutch in from Naf, because you need a burst and get an instant headshot against Fear, and he can reposition anywhere because you're so backed off.
Naf is good at low HP clutches. Crawling into the bomb site, no kit available. And no contact on Fear. He will fall back. Do a runner, grab a rifle, grab an AK in fact. Liquid very nearly stole, but neither one scored. And this one, still going to try and bounce back, however. Fnatic are facing a much more heavier buy than you might anticipate. The AK save gives confidence to Naf, Legion and M4 involved, and once again the SMGs just go charging forward. They are right in the face of Fnatic, and this time it works for Liquid. A site's been left open, however, with the main mid-stack. They'll flash their way in on Fnatic from main. Incendiary's in the way of taking space. Jorko, first player on the scene in a 5-on-3 for Liquid.
And rather than flooding the bomb site, they're just slowing the round down, giving themselves chance to group and get into some good positions out in camera.
Start moving quickly. AK spray of Jambo, only doing so much of damage. Morbs gets caught. Jambo returns on towards Elige. 3-on-3 has been regained. Now, backline's covered. The CT start moving. Carney deals with JT. Jorko and Naf respond. Marseille on 6 frags thanks to that clutch. You're right about the force back in for Liquid. Still with SMGs and FAMASs on a handful of players. The majority of presence is limited. The M4 in from Jorko. Sees many. Does a lot of tag damage. There's enough HP to add up to a kill, but officially no one's gone down.
And Melbs has blocked by re-smoking off camera. Now this blocks the T side in to slow the round in. They can't really go temple, they can't go camera, so just hold up for a moment. It allows time for the CTs just to settle and start regrouping, re-clearing space elsewhere. The problem is, Malbs is alone on A and only has an SMG. If the Ts can recognize a pincer A, the round's going to be over just on the position alone.
They are wary of the potential mid-window fight. Mid controls the emphasis on Fnatic. Get down Naf, Jambo, caught looking the wrong way though on the FMR swing. Secondary pick also land up. Triple and quadra, nearly Fnatic. Lost so many players in the previous few rounds that finally this fourth spot has broken their backs. Only pistols for the majority of players. The Eagles and P250 striking nades are going to return damage onto them. The prod from mid out of Marze, the Galil also in effect. They regrouped, I thought to lit towards that B bomb side, but just to back away instead for 4 of those men. Again, Drakazmo out towards the B main entry. Will wait until there's extensions from Liquid.
Well, it's a good cancel because that was just too easily read. The problem is now, look at what Liquid is doing elsewhere. They've smoked off the T stairs and they're just taking space. They're just siphoning so much map control away from the Ts right now.
And there's more nade damage against them. I think there's 4 of them thrown. One more available from Olds. JT caught off guard in mid. Meanwhile, at Ruggs, the Tech 9 Akani couldn't stabilize the headshot on Elige, who also took Jambo before the contact was established. Advantage on Liquid now.
It tells you how desperate Fnatic are. They're just walking through smokes now. Whenever I see that, I know this is not going to be a pretty first half performance, no matter how much momentum's on your side.
And a restart here on T side.
And I could only expect that Sparrow's looking at this game, praying that it goes to a third map, praying that Liquid aren't just the juggernauts, right? That they come in and steamroll Fnatic. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of momentum going into that final. Passive on B. JT caught repositioning.
And 4 checks for it. Carney with a kill. Marze with a returning frag. 4-on-3 situation. Advantage established for Fnatic. Execution success. Bomb plant secured. Made damage. Pretty minimal when you consider how many players were in its vicinity. Liege gets caught. Fear and Drakazmo finding both him and Jorko. And Mulb's there for exits. No smoke for the Ninja. So Fnatic indeed should find their opening rifle round.
It's just a B-pop. And you could see that they were slightly out of position. Naf was trying to fall back to Temple. You've got JT around.
Fnatic. Very careful about the approaches to these defaults. Initially leaning into B main, now grouping up towards mid. There's smoke from the wave from the CT perspective, so the execution utility coming down here, bringing 3 players to the bomb site. No movement in mid. Flash and Naze will start to confirm that they're searching elsewhere.
Well, the game plan for Fnatic is pack and group. I mean, look at these back-to-back rounds. They do not have extremity players. They do not have heavy lurks. And it means that Liquid can clear a lot of space when you're up against this style.
They're doing now towards A main. It does leave A defenseless, except for Naf now in mid. Might all be a bit of a ruse, though. The search into canals will clear out this space as well. So it could still be a B main execution, and that's what Fnatic are rotating into now. Jorko's going to turn his head in that direction, though, AWP for the first contact.
Well, what he needs to really do is get a pick and then just try and get that incendiary down.
Right to the left-hand cross. Jorko peeking in from backside, gets Fear. Incendiary trying to block even more so. Flash is sent over, he gets to some safety. Beyond the smokes, Nays to open them as Marze gets JT down to 4-on-4. Nap is low, as is Elige. Jorko's been tagged up, or Jambo rather I should say has been tagged up. Jorko's leaning closer for a secondary shot back on Drakazmo. Carney close, puts his head off his shoulders. Taken out by Mulbs, however, with the smoke clearing the reposition revealed. The M4 takes the double, and it's
So high press there from Liquid.
I'm going to see Jorko getting some confidence in his game. He hasn't had the best of tournaments. Trying to maintain more with the AWP. Elige barely missing out Carney. I think Carney might have seen him. Waiting for somebody to act as the T start moving in towards water. He's flashing their way forward of it. Jambo's waiting for someone to extend the main too. Jorko's also got the AWP in position. There's 3 players to cover this angle. Smoke will try and block them. Electric now suppressed. Jambo leans in. JT and Elige with a couple of kills. Carney and Jambo both down. Marza needs to be careful. The bomb carrier is also working its way in from Ruggs. Molotov sent towards the main entrance, but it's really these 2 players they have to directly engage with, and the M4 swings in. Jacasmo finally with one
at his disposal and get as much impact out of him and the riflers. That was one of the most aggressive rounds we've seen from Liquid, and yet it wasn't chaotic. They made it look easy in the canal.
Fear fragged up first. Naf takes him down. Responsive good on the rifles versus the pistols. Naf still in with more contacts though. Will take Carney back at Electrics to the canal's peak. 2 men walking out of A main as well, nearly catching Marze on timing. Jambo, speaking of timing, has walked his way in towards mid with no one to receive him, but the bomb gets dropped by Elige, so that should be enough in the round. Naf will get domed in. Marze will need to find some sort of shot back onto Elige if he wants to maintain a chance in the round. There's further backup on the way, so they're going to have to act relatively quickly. AK recover for Jambo, but no Kevlar.
We're just hoping for the right timing against that AWP, but it doesn't quite work out. Last player at
Fnatic to concede on the T basis. That should be enough to end this series in 2-0. Another 2-0 for our playoffs here in Stake Pulse Beat 1. Fnatic have fought so valiantly across both the maps even then. Even with the considerations in mind of how Anubis has gone down, they have come so close to gaining so much more. Surely they don't bow out by showing us nothing.
Well, JT wants to make sure that that is the case. Elige on a timing, trying to walk towards mid. Jacasmo is pre-aiming and does cut him off. We've seen both the veteran players of Naf and Elige creating a lot of moments, having a lot of individual impact. That's one of the few rounds where he gets caught off guard. Jorko being forced away by Util.
Frag secured on Mulbs though, trades back Carney. And AK of Marze does return the favour. Jorko caught, JT still back at Glyph, finding Fear. Marze can kind of contest him. 100 HP for each player roughly. JT's waiting, sees the swing, finds the better fight, gets that kill together. Jacasmo forced to respond back from range. Jambo does get Naf on rotation. Mauls will be heard, flashed off, good headshot on Jambo. Second fight!
Coming quickly, and I don't think it gets discussed often enough just how important living is on a bomb site, right? Getting players in the right positions to defend.
Naf may be able to start off round 12, but hit the opening blow on Fear. Starting to lose these frags rather consistently now. Fnatic, although they get 2 back. Jambo and Marze. Different positions. Jambo still at the mid window trying to contest JT and Elige, wary of a boost that might come in. Elige gets caught by Carney elsewhere though, so they can dismantle that. Mid access taken as Marze continues to strike. JT falls, or JT takes 1 back, I should say. Jorko falls. And the captain, a 1v3 to maintain. Carney ready for him.
Money or the VRS campaign. This is such a more important tournament in the overall structure of what that one was 4 years ago.
No struggles expected for them out of stake. You saw the odds on screen. They have Liquid still as favourites. Pistols live. Mulbs, excellent shot on Jacasmo. The opening kill got secured by Fnatic, and Carney can trade back 1. Marze with a responsive. And the faster defaults in from Liquid, challenged just as quickly by Fnatic, trying to get back on that front foot, trying to win another pistol round. Bring them up to contest. And the outlook at a 2-on-4, it looks like they should do.
But they've got to hope to get a good timing, where Carney overextends, they overwhelm him, and then they bomb rush it into A. Now the Julies is playing fairly long range. Difficult work from Naf on a contact, same for JT. They at least have util, but you don't want to use the util too early, because then you just give easy information away.
Naf holds for Jambo, does find him on the extension, so now as the backline's clear. Getting another CT swing from the electric position. Does receive his man, but looks away at the wrong moment, so no easy kills. Naf has been the one to bail Liquid out of bad situation after bad situation. And JT's been a monster performer himself, so these are the two ideal players for this. Flash into the A-bomb site, 17 seconds for the plant. It's a good shot, on towards Fear, and Carney goes down. Here we go. Marze, 1v2, 13 kills deep, top fragger for Fnatic on this map. Now needs to clutch up this pistol win. No kits available to him. Bomb site, JT heard his movements, knows that he should be somewhere close. Slow prods and peaks, seeing the shot.
Play a crossfire. He's given away a freebie, and he's given Liquid pretty much the title run now to going towards the grand final. How do you come back after losing a 2v4?
I think you don't. Game over for Fnatic unless they find something major in the next few rounds. At least the scoreline lead won't lead into an immediate map win, series win for Liquid. But just Fnatic offering us nothing so far here on Anubis. 4-on-2. Carney's hearing him coming in from Electric. Out of the smoke, they will make their move. The SMG will wait it out. Swing forward, get nothing. Marzo's Deagle ain't clutching this.
No, nothing in this round. Really good protocol there from Liquid. They work a pick, they set themselves up for the A exec, and then they just freeze. There's an extension from the CTs from B towards water. As soon as Naf catches a couple of kills, that's it. You cancel away, you go back into that B bomb site. And Marze, the land debutant, is getting almost no help. The numbers are so low on the frag counts from all of his teammates. And I think for Fnatic, just because of the legacy name that they are, it is a shame to see this being a bit of a whitewash in the second half for Dust 2, how Anubis is panning out. And Marze gets away with a late exit, but I mean, it means nothing to the overall round. It means nothing to the scoreline. And
Liquid. On for 10-5 with the current buy state of Fnatic, holding only pistols. The Eagles held over, one extra piece of Kevlar for Carney. Fnatic in a pretty dire spot now. Liquid can go all they want. Take what they please. B-bomb site with no resistance from Fear. Backed up. Mac 10 sprays him down. Bomb will now get secured. There will be a buy for the CT side in the next one, but we are asking for damn near perfection if they want to have a chance here on Anubis. Carney won't even get away with that deal saved, at least not without losing his lifeline. Jacasmo will put some nade damage on, but no trades, no hunts, no...
The heights again, and I want another grand final.
Jorko finds a crack angle on Fear. Once again, Liquid overwhelmed with even their lower fragger. Finding a frag of his own. Molbs caught at point blank, but Marze can't hit him. Jacasmo struggles with that spray, running and gunning into the Molotov and losing his life to Naf. It's over. It's so over.
They're just completely overwhelmed on the bomb site. Individually, they're not good enough. They're getting rolled over. There's 3 defenders out there on B, and they get 1 kill between all 3 of them. And Jambo was one of the rotators out in Temple on a timing. Teaser trying to make it a little bit more expensive, ruin the buy state, ruin the economy. Carney on 9 kills, Jambo on 6. I mean, it's a bit of a shame that the Ukrainian AWP's just not been given the big green because of where the economy's been. He's been rifling for the majority of this first half and even that second half. But from 3-0 to now 5-11, they have really lacked depth.
Playoffs. And right into the grand finals of confidence on Liquid. I mentioned earlier, Sparrow will be praying for a 3-map affair. Well, doesn't look like those prayers are getting answered now unless Fnatic find a ridiculous burst of life.
Jacasmo pressing just on the edge of the mid window. just like his teammate is from the canal. But Liquid just aren't offering much at the default. They're not really taking space. They're being very passive. They're waiting for the CTs to make the first move. Just try and beat them out by the timer alone. Jacasmo getting spammed up. They know that he's there.
Jambo contesting water. Canal's adjustment to JT wins that fight. Start to favour Fnatic. Second one for Marze as well, gets Molds down. In Electric, seeing a Liege, get utility caught out, so he gets shot in the head, and now the T's begin their execution into the B play. 2 men to hold. Fear, seeing close. Naf is low HP, but blinded off. Jorko can get the returning frag. M4 swinging up. Jacasmo gets nothing at Glyph. Jambo gets nothing on the flank, and currently is left with nothing in this 1-on-3. Jorko, not denied with spam, his AWP will check, he'll miss a shot.
But you can't get caught with nades out against a Legion from water. If that happens, you're just going to die. You're just going to get completely punished.
Fnatic need no less than 7 in a row to survive. Naf will get caught first up. In was top mid, JT entering into A main already. Molotov sent to the back of the fountain, 1 player caught. For transition was Heaven, seen and spotted. JT with that returning frag. They got 1 player on site. JT doubled up on towards Fear, and Elise takes down Jambo. They're a tier 1 unit. Liquid gold here in Stake Pulse beat 1. Akane and Marze providing Fnatic's miracles. 2 kills found out Akane, but put down by Molbs. Marze. A 1v2 to maintain, leaning forward. Mobs checked, kill secured. AK recovered. AWP of Jorko, 11 deep. Bottom of the board for his side, but he hits the killing blow again. And Liquid will send themselves into the grand finals with another 2.